Yeah, years ago I remember a fighter, yeah. Good fighter, mate. Harry Starbuck. There's not a lot of people on YouTube. On my podcast, not a lot of people talk about Harry Starbuck. Me and Harry go back a long way. I think he had the Yorkshire, what's his name of the pub? The Yorkshire Grey. I think he had a pub called the Yorkshire Grey. He used to have fights in there. Harry Starbuck, mate, he was a gentleman, and what a hard man. He used to look after his own pubs. He didn't know on the door, mate. He was an handful himself, yeah. We go back a long way. Harry used to fight down the Harvey Social Club. I've seen him down there quite a few times, Harry. Well respected. I think Roy, I'm not quite sure, I think Roy Shaw knocked him out in the first round, stopped him in the first round. The fight he had with Harry, I'm not quite sure if Harry knocked him out or he knocked Harry out, I'm not quite sure. I can remember Harry Starbuck fighting Roy. But the funniest thing happened, right, was when I was down the Harvey Social Club and Harry Starbuck was down there. And I like Harry, big guy. He liked me a lot, Harry. And I was there, and there was this. I've said it before, but I didn't remember the guy that was supposed to fight him. Harry Starbuck was down there to fight Lenny McLean. Lenny McLean didn't show up at Harvey Social Club Village. He didn't show up. It was a big place, Harvey Social Club Village. It was big. It's a nice ring in there. There's a few people in there. It was a nice venue, yeah. Harry Starbuck was there to fight Lenny. Lenny never showed up to fight, right? Lenny never showed up to quite a few fights, anyway. Lenny never showed up, one in down there, but he never showed up to fight, yeah? It's a long way away from wherever. So he never showed up to fight Lenny. It was, so then Harry Starbuck, because it was Eddie Richardson's show and Terry Coombs' show, Harry Starbuck was top of the bill. I was just there as a compere. So, you know, and get in the ring and shake my hands about bang Ray Hill and all this, that and the other. It wasn't bang, anyway. So, because I was in there as a compere, I wasn't fighting. I didn't bring no stuff down to a fight. And so, Eddie Richardson got hold of me. He said, listen, mate, do me a favour. He said, he ain't showed up, Len, to fight Harry. I said, well, do you fancy fighting Harry? I said, listen, I ain't come down with no boxing stuff, you know what I mean? Can't you find anybody else to fight Harry rather than me? You know what I mean? Because not that I didn't want to fight Harry, I wouldn't have minded, but I had no stuff. So he went, well, okay. Anyway, there was this big giant of a black guy. He was a giant, mate. He was, I don't know, massive, 6'4", as wide as what he was tall, with long arms down to his knees, yeah? And so, because Lenny McLean never showed up, they asked Harry to fight this black guy. And Harry, I don't know if Harry didn't fancy it, or he just wanted to go home. He didn't want. He's down there to fight Len. He didn't want to fight no one else. So Eddie and Terry Coombs, right? They at the ump, because top of the bill, people are there to see a good fight, and no one showed up. So now, because Harry's going to leave, he's going. It only leaves me there and this big black guy. So he's come up to me and he said, look, mate, please do me a favour, fight. He said, look, Harry Starbuck said he'll lend you his stuff. He said, no, I'll give it back to Harry tomorrow. I said, so why don't Harry fight him? He said, look, I'm a compere, I don't really want to fight, you know what I mean? So he said, come on, look, Harry's got the ump and he's gone. I went, okay. So anyway, I got into Harry's stuff, and he fit me quite nice, it fit me quite nice. And I got in the ring with this big black guy. The big black guy was punching me round a bit. And I got in the clinch, in the corner, and I bit his earlobe right off. Yeah, I bit his earlobe right off. I didn't muck about. Bit it right off. Dropped my gum shield out and bit his gum shield right off. And he jumped out of the ring screaming. And they all jumped in the ring. Everybody was there to see Harry. Wales the governor. I said, Wales the governor, yeah. And so anyway, me, Jimmy Tibbet, went down to Yorkshire Grey to meet Harry. Said what happened. Harry started laughing, but I like Harry Starbuck. He had quite a few unlicensed fights. He had a good punch on him, mate. He banged out a few people. I think he fought Lloyd Wolfham. I'm not quite sure. the one that put me in concussion, Lloyd, and I think Harry stopped him in the first or second round. Harry could bang, mate. Harry's a good banger. You know, and I was like, and when I remember one day, I mean, it all comes back. Do you know what I mean? And I remember one day, me, Jimmy Tibbet, Cliff Fields was all talking, and Harry Starbuck, and it wasn't at the Yorkshire Grey. It was at the pub. I forget the name of the pub. There's Two Rays run it, yeah. Harry Starbuck's there talking, and I'm talking, and they're talking about a boxer by the name, who was an ex-pro by the name of Brian Hall. And I said to them, I boxed Brian Hall. I boxed him at the Rainbow, Mayfair, and when Cliff Fields fought, when he revved up for the title, yeah, I said I was there. I fought him. I fought Brian Hall, you know what I mean? And 8 rounds, and it was a draw. Even though I thought I won, but it was a draw. It was a good fight. It's 6 minutes 9 seconds in. If anybody watches that video called Box On, it's 6 minutes 9 seconds in. You'll see me there anyway. You know what I mean? You can look at me and see me. Yeah, I mean, with tattoos in my hands and I had long hair then. Anyway, just rest in peace, Harry Starbuck. I liked Harry. Very good fighter, mate. Yeah, I don't know how many unlicensed fighters he had. I think he had about 10, 12. And he used to train down the Yorkshire Grey as well. I liked him a lot. He's a gentleman. I don't know what he died of, but rest in peace, Harry Starbuck. Nice guy. Anyway, please press the like button and subscribe. It all comes back to it's always talking to people. And Harry Starbuck, mate, gentleman and a scholar. Yeah, I love him, mate. Bye.